in your life. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Come on, lift up your copy of the word. Lift up your copy of the word, whatever form it may take. Lift up your copy of the word. Repeat these words after me. This book, my Bible, is God's word. It was inspired by God to make me, to correct me. When I obey it, I can do what God says I can do. I can be what God says I can be. I can do what God says I can do. I am a believer and not a doubter. This book, my Bible, it is God's word. Come on, give God a hand of praise today. Amen. 2 Kings chapter 4. I want to thank Evangelist Angela Matthews for reading our scriptures this morning and praying so fervently for us. And we thank Reverend, what's your name? Mendenhall. Yeah. We thank Reverend Mendenhall for that testimony of the goodness of God. Amen. God is still doing great things for us, isn't he? Amen. I just love it when God surprises me. If you don't know where it came from, you just look and bam, there it is. That's the kind of God we serve. Amen. Amen. 2 Kings chapter 4, beginning with verse 1, says, Now a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets cried out to Elisha, Your servant, my husband, is dead. And you know that your servant feared the Lord, and the creditor has come to take my 2 children to be his slaves. Elisha said to her, What shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in the house? And she said, Your maidservant has nothing in the house except a jar of oil. Then he said, Go borrow vessels at large for yourself from all your neighbors, even empty vessels. Do not get a few. It's going to be the focus of our message this morning. Verse 3. Then he said, Go, borrow vessels at large for yourself from all your neighbors, even empty vessels. And then he put a caveat there. Do not get a few. Look at your neighbor and say, Neighbor, preparation is key. You may be seated. Preparation is key. To help me with this message this morning, I've solicited the advice and the help and the expertise of one of Lansing's finest and courageous men. He's a firefighter who calls Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church his church home, along with he, his wife, and his family. And so I've asked him to come this morning and to share some keys to help us get some practical application as to the importance of preparation. Our children are about to go back to school. Many of you are about to endeavor in some new endeavors in your life, some for the first time, some for the second, third time, and you want to know what's going to make the difference. Our challenge to you today is that preparation is the key for your success. And so help me welcome to the stage our friend, our brother Bruce Odom.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Once again, I'm Brother Bruce Odom. I've been with the fire service for about 30 years. Actually, I've been with the Lansing Fire Department for 7 years. And actually, being involved in this field or this profession, we've always had to prepare daily for things. And actually, every day before I would go to work, that I would do my own preparation. Okay. And then preparing, I want to take you there with me. Okay. Can I take you there? Okay. I want to go into prayer for just a moment. Okay. So just imagine, I'm going to take you there. Okay. God, thank you for gifting me another day. Thank you for the breath of fresh air. I pray that in the midst of a storm when called in a moment to help someone in need of crisis, I pray that you will bless me with the peace, the calm, and the ability to utilize the skills, the training, and all the education, and all the senses that you've given me to bring stability, civility to that individual in need in time without any harm to myself or my partners. Amen. So that is something that I would do every morning when I would go to work. Okay. But also I would go into meditation. And my partners would always ask me, "Are you praying?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm praying. You know, I'm praying for you too." You know, so that's how I would start my morning off. Every day I would go to work. Okay, so the stage is already set. It's prepared. You know, it's like, and that's the way I always looked at it as, I'm getting ready to perform. Okay, but I need to fall back on my foundation in order to be able to go forward. Okay, and it always prepared me for anything that I saw. I mean, and there are things that I saw that you couldn't even imagine. You know, but I'm just saying, I was always able to fall back on my foundation, you know, on a continual basis. So some of you guys may not know, firefighters are on shift for a 24-hour period. So throughout that 24-hour period, they have to be mentally prepared for anything at all times. All right, so what I did was I brought Brianna up here, who actually, she told me that 3 years ago, she had an opportunity to be involved with LCC's Fire Academy. And actually she was able to put on this equipment, and she told me she remembered how to do it. So when we talk about falling on foundation and be prepared, a lot of this stuff is instilled in us from the beginning of our foundation. The thing is that we just have to rely on our foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take you there again on what firefighters typically do on a daily basis. Okay, this stuff right here is called our PPE, personal protective equipment. Okay, some people may call it boots, coats, pants, helmet, whatever, but this is what is supposed to protect us as we're going into the storm, or the fire, so to speak. Okay, so what Brianna will do is typically in the morning, she will inspect her equipment, her PPE. Okay, what she's looking for is she's looking for any tears, any flaws, any deformities, or lack of integrity of her equipment. And what she's going to do is she's inspecting that. And it becomes habit and second nature when you do this every day. Okay, so go ahead, Bill. Take your time. Now see, I want you to realize that it's been 3 years since she's done this. Okay? But the thing is that foundation that was instilled in her, that she knows how to do this. Okay, these pants right here. Okay, these pants, you have 3 layers of protection. You have our outer shell for your fire protection. You have 2 inner shells. One is for a moisture barrier. And then the interior one that's closer to your skin, that's a thermal barrier. Okay? All that stuff is inspected before and just to prepare you to go into the storm. So you're looking for any tears, any deformities. All right? Next, she's going to move to her jacket. And it's the same concept. Now notice this is done every morning. This is what firefighters do every morning to prepare. They have to functionally test their equipment. And you see how quick she threw that on, right? Mind you, she did this 3 years ago. I don't know how often she did it, but she did that easy. Second nature. Falling back on foundation. Okay, next, she will put on a mask. What this mask does is it actually protects her eyes, our face from any fire, any smoke. And what goes along with that, which I don't have with me, is actually a tank. It's not an oxygen tank. Some people get confused, they say yes. Oh, they're carrying oxygen on their backs. Well, oxygen is flammable. We don't carry oxygen on our backs. Okay. Now, Brianna, she said, everybody thinks she's set to go in? No, she's not set to go in. Because first of all, like say, if I was ever partner, I would make sure that all of this would be buttoned up. Now she's putting her hood over her head and her mask. Okay, and that actually protects the ears and the head from burns to a degree. Now mind you, people think, okay, we can walk through fire. Yes, we can, but this stuff will burn if you stay in the fire for a long time. Okay, Brianna, next, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in your helmet. Now this helmet, everybody thinks it looks funny, right? Okay, but everything on here is for a specific reason. All right, so you got the reflectors on there, because a lot of times when firefighters operate, they operate in darkness. Okay, a lot of times, if you don't have flames showing, you know, actually the fire could start in the basement, but then the smoke moves up to the upper levels. So when we go and enter the home, we don't know where the fire is, okay? But the thing is that we can't see. So a lot of times they tell us to use our senses, which are our sense of hearing, our sense of touch. So a lot of times we're going in on our hands and knees, okay? So therefore, like when we cross that threshold of the home or the door, we don't just fall in. Because sometimes like there are holes that are burned right through at the door. So that's why we tell people to go in on their hands and knees so they can feel first, you know, and have the rest of their body leaning back. Now needless to say, she looks pretty good here. And I would be comfortable going in the fire with this equipment just like this, okay? But what I would do is I would cover her up there. Okay, you're trying to cover up everything so it won't be exposed, all right? Then I would check her over. And I would say, we're good to go. Okay, me as her officer, okay? So what I want you to know is that, say for instance, she's just making sure, she's just preparing to go into the fire. So every time after fire, we always have to check our gear over and over again, just to make sure that the integrity is intact. Okay, the same with our equipment. Okay, Brianna, you can go ahead. I know that's hot. And while I'm here too, I just want to say that when they're giving out backpacks in the back, and I have this equipment here, if there is anyone that wants to put on this stuff, feel free. I will take it back there and let people put it on. All right. But after that, after we check out our personal protective equipment, what we have to do is we have to check out our vehicles. Okay? I mean, we have to check to make sure the brakes work. Check to make sure we got gas in the tank. That's important. We have to also check to make sure we have water in our tanks on our vehicles, because those fire trucks that you see going down the road, they do carry 1,000 gallons of water on them. Okay, because sometimes hydrants do not work. All right, and then we have to functionally test that. We typically have about 40 to 70 pieces of equipment on each vehicle. Okay, so we have to inventory it. We have to check it on a daily basis, you know, and after every emergency. So, needless to say, it's a 24-hour continuous cycle, all right, to make sure that you're ready to go into the storm. And other than that, like I said, you have to continually we have to continually train ourselves to make sure that we're prepared for anything that we may see. A lot of times, we have different concentrations of different specialties that we're focused on. Like some people are extrication, which is they respond to people that are in vehicle accidents. Some people are high-rise rescue, which they respond to those windmill towers that are 200 feet in the air. You know, so they're transported by helicopter, by the state police, to that site to perform whatever type of rescue they have to perform. We have hazardous materials technicians who respond to hazardous material spills or hazardous chemical spills. That station is actually just right across the street. So through our daily routine, along with checking our PPE, checking our vehicles, making sure all our equipment is functional, we have to also study. You know, if this was my area that I responded to, and you lived, say for instance, on Simpton. Does anybody know where Simpton is? Okay, some of y'all know where Simpton is. So it's like, okay, well, I need to know how to get to Simpton the fastest way possible. When I say preparation, like sometimes when I would drive into work, I would just drive around my area just to make sure that they weren't doing any construction down certain streets that would impede my travel to your street. So, and then on my days off, I would drive through my neighborhoods just to make sure that I knew where all my streets were. Because whenever I was caught in a time of need, nobody needs me to be sitting around asking somebody, where's that street at? Okay. I heard that. But so needless to say, our preparation not only continued through that 24-hour shift, but it continued before and after we got off. You know, and that mental preparation of always falling back onto our foundation throughout the shift, whenever I needed it, and after work, and before work. You know, always used it. I always felt on it. You know, that kept me. That always gave me peace. So, I mean, if those of you that know me, y'all know I'm pretty chill and laid back. So, I mean, that's all I have for you.
Let's give her a hand. Sister Brianna, great job, great job. I thought that would be a fitting way to jump into some spiritual applications when it comes to preparation. Because oftentimes in the house of God, we believe the only thing we have to do to be successful is pray. We get on our knees, we pray, and we get up off our knees, and we just expect things to just happen. But nothing in life just happens. God wants us to pray, but He also wants us to prepare. Look at your neighbor and say, preparation is key. We've just heard a firefighter's preparation. And we see that for us the equipment that Brother Odom shared with us, not only do they prepare before the storm, they prepare after the storm as well. And preparation is key. We should always be in a mode of preparation for the things that we want to accomplish in our lives. This is what this particular text that we read in your hearing this morning is taken to teach us. We've gotten the firefighter's perspective, but I want to share with you now preparation from the widow's perspective. Because in this particular text, we have a mother who has lost her husband, but she has 2 children. And the creditor is coming to this woman and saying, your husband owes me a great debt. And I know that he's dead, but that debt is still owed. And during those times, the Mosaic law stipulated that the creditor could go to the individual's family who owed the debt, and he could enslave the family up until the year of Jubilee, until they worked out that debt. And so in this widow's circumstance, she needed to do some preparation, because she goes to the prophet Elisha and she says, listen, you know that my husband was a part of the ministry of the prophets. He's dead. He's left us with this enormous debt. And I encourage you fathers, husband figures, let's not leave our family in debt. Amen. Instead of leaving them a bill, let's leave them a will. Amen. We ought to begin to prepare to that. That's a part of preparation. Everybody say preparation. Amen. And so Elijah tells her, he says, listen, this is what I need you to do. I want you to go throughout the city, and I want you to begin to collect some vessels, some jars. And I don't want you to get a few, but I want you to get a whole lot of them. Now, this widow could have said, wait a minute, didn't you hear what I just said? The creditor's coming, he's about to take my children. I need you to make a way out of no way. But Elijah said, listen, this is what I need you to do. First, I need you to go out and collect some vessels, not just a few, but a whole lot. Elijah was calling this woman to a season of preparation. That there was something you needed to do first before you experience this miracle that's going to get you out of this storm that you're finding yourself in right now. This widow's miracle, my brothers and sisters, was birthed out of her preparation. And it speaks to the reality that God will not do for us what we can do for ourselves. You didn't see Brianna over here putting on, looking at the equipment and saying, God, put this equipment on me. You'd be amazed if you showed up to your house is on fire, firefighters show up, they're not dressed, they're not prepared, and they're asking you for some water. Because they would not be prepared. They wouldn't be standing out, Lord, send some rain, bring some water, put my uniform on. No, because those are things that we can do for ourselves. This woman's miracle was birthed out of her preparation. And my brothers and sisters, I need you to understand something today. God will not do for us what we can do for ourselves. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, there are some things that you need to do for yourself. All the praying in the world is not going to take that extra 15 pounds around your waist that you're carrying away. You can pray all day, Lord, I can't fit in my pants anymore. Take it away. And then as soon as you get off your knees, Oreos, Haagen-Dazs, chocolate chip cookies, pound cake, sweet potato pie. But you're praying. Lord, take it away. God says, listen, there's some things that you must do first. Because there's some things I'm not going to do for you. I'm not going to take the fork out of your hand. I can't exercise for you. There are some things that you have to do for yourself. And it's all a part of preparation. Brother Odom shared with us that you have to be mentally prepared to bring stability in the midst of a crisis as a firefighter. Because a firefighter can't get to the scene and then lose his or her mind. You have to be mentally prepared to bring stability in the midst of crisis. Church, we are in the midst of a national crisis. There's crisis in our communities. And many of us are even experiencing this crisis in our homes as I speak. But this is what preparation will do. Preparation breeds a proactive mentality rather than a reactive mentality. See, when you're prepared, when the scenario arises, you already know what to do. But if you're not prepared, you will be reactive instead of being proactive. And that's what the preparation of a firefighter teaches us. That when they get to the scene, they are not reacting. They already know what they're going to do. They've gone through the scenarios. They're not asking, will my equipment work today? No, they've already tried it. They've already tested it. So when they get to the scene of the storm and of the fire, they already know what to do. But the only reason they know what to do is because they have put in the preparation. Brothers and sisters, I challenge you today. There are some things that God is about to do in your life. Things that you have been praying on a long time. God has already said, He's already said, listen, it's yours. But before I can release it in the earth realm, I need you to engage in some preparation. Because if you are not prepared, God can send you the blessing and you will waste the blessing. This woman was about to experience a breakthrough, a miracle. God was about to do something mighty in her life. But God could not have filled all of those vessels miraculously had she not had any vessels. How many vessels have you collected thus far in preparation of God opening up the windows of heaven and pouring you out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive? But you have to prepare. Everybody say, be proactive, not reactive. Okay? Because a lack of preparation, let me tell you what lack of preparation does. Lack of preparation gives rise to confusion, blaming, minimal impact, and disappointing results. See, when you're not prepared, you think I can just show up and everything's going to go fine. But when you step on the scene, you have your ideas you hadn't prepared, your partner hadn't prepared. Now what's going to happen is confusion is going to reign the day. And when things don't go well, we never look at ourselves, but we look at someone else. And we begin to blame them. Many deals have gone sideways, many friendships have been destroyed, many marriages have been taken asunder because there was no preparation on the front end. And once a storm arose or a fire came, because there was no preparation, now everyone's blaming everyone. There's minimal impact, and there's a lot of confusion going around. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm going to be proactive in this next season of my life. Here's another thing that we learned from the firefighter. And that is, being a firefighter does not exempt them from preparation. Bruce, how many years have you been a firefighter? 29 years. We can look and say, oh, yeah, you've been a firefighter for 29 years. I mean, he knows the rope. He knows how to do this stuff from his back. He can do it in his sleep. But he still prepares. Just because he's a firefighter, it does not exempt him from preparation. Children of God, neither does being a person of faith exempt us from preparation. We want to pray and say, God, do it. And God is sitting on his throne saying, you move. Prepare. 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 Make a space available for me to drop a blessing out of heaven to you. But if God does not have an address to drop your miracle off, where do you think it's going to come? God has blessed many of us, but we haven't recognized because we haven't been prepared and we've wasted the blessing. Don't think you're exempted from preparation. All of us need to prepare. I heard this said some time ago, and I've kind of rephrased it and redrafted it for my own personal use. But it went something like this. What a person wants shows up in what they say. You ask somebody, what do you want in life? They just start talking. I want this, and I want this. But what a person expects shows up in their level of preparation. You can talk all day. I want. But God is not concerned about what we want. God is concerned about what we are expecting. See, I expect great things in my life. And so I expect great things because I put the preparation in to be able to handle the great things once God blesses me with them. Stop talking about what you want and start being about what you want. But it takes preparation. We have doctors in this church. We have dentists in our church. We have lawyers in our church. We have firefighters in our church. We have teachers. We have all types of occupations here in this church. No one is able to do the job that they are doing right now without proper preparation. Doctors, raise your hand. All doctors in here. How many doctors that it only took you one day of preparation to become what you are today? Dr. Bishop, how long did it take you to prepare? 14 years. Are you still prepared? How many of you would go into Dr. Bishop's office and say, Doc, here's my ailment, and Dr. Bishop told you, listen, okay, this is what your symptoms are, this is the treatment, this is what we need to do, and you ask Dr. Bishop, okay, where did you go to school? I didn't. Have you ever performed this procedure before? No, but I saw it on YouTube. You would run out of that office. Why? Because he's not thoroughly prepared to handle your situation. The world is going to hell in a handbasket because the church is ill-prepared to handle the crisis and the situation that men, women, boys, and girls are experiencing. And God is saying, I need the church, I need my people to begin to prepare, to stop being reactive and be proactive. Get in front of the crisis even before the crisis shows up. But we have to prepare. And last thing I want to share with you. Here's a good one. When it comes to preparation, because I don't want the firefighters showing up to my house and they get there, they discover that the fire engine is not working, and then Bruce is on the truck, his teammates on the truck, and all of them looking at each other, making excuses. I thought you put water in the truck. I thought you put water in the truck. I thought you put water in the truck. Oh man, this is your fault. Everybody blaming everyone. Everyone else is making excuses. But this is what daily preparation will do for you on your job, in your relationships, in the classroom. Daily preparation diminishes time to make excuses. You get that? So if you're preparing daily, if the majority of your time is preparing for what you want to be, for what you want to do, that diminishes time to make excuses. You ain't got time to make excuses because you're preparing. 2 men in here who have cut my hair since I've been here. Deacon Island and Damani Doby. And I trust both of them to cut my hair. There are some barbers, I went to in particular before I met Deacon Island, before I met Damani. Dude cut my hair, my edge up was up here, going at an angle. They began to make excuses where you moved. I ain't moved nowhere. But he hadn't had a lot of preparation in his craft. Daily preparation diminishes time to make excuses. If you're around someone who's just always making excuses, instead of getting frustrated with them, the next time you see them and they start beginning to make an excuse, say, listen, I have the remedy for that. And it's called daily preparation. And the more you prepare, the less time you have to make excuses. And the more you prepare, you don't have the need to make excuses because you are ready and equipped for the task at hand. There's one statement that has been made year after year by an unknown author that says this: excuses are monuments of nothingness. They build bridges to nowhere. Those of us who use these tools of incompetence seldom become anything but nothing at all. God didn't wake you up this morning for you to be nothing at all. God woke you up this morning to do great things in His name, to bring His name glory, for you to have a better type of life, not only for you, but for yourself. But excuses will get you nowhere. Everyone repeat this after me. Success is where opportunity and preparation meet. That's what success is all about. Some people say, well, success is about who you know. Okay, that has a little something to do with it every now and then. But if an opportunity presents itself to you, and you have not prepared yourself for the opportunity, success will not be enjoyed by you. So it's time, my brothers and sisters, to say, I challenge you, just like this widow, when Elijah told her to go collect as many vessels as she possibly can, she made haste, she prepared. And once her preparation was done, God was able to work a miracle in her life. Her debt was paid off. And not only was her debt paid off, she had enough to live off on. Some of you are living from paycheck to paycheck, from day to day. And God says, I have more in store for you. I want you to enjoy the abundant life that my son died to secure for you. But it's not going to come by chance. You got to put some effort in. You got to prepare in advance. Begin to collect your own jars. Whatever your jar may look like in your particular field of human endeavor. Gather them. And don't just gather a few, gather a lot. Whatever you want to become. If you know you need some education, get as much education as you possibly can. Whatever training, get as much training as you possibly can. And once you get to where you want to go, keep on learning, keep on growing, keep on gathering vessels. Because God does not just want to bless you for you, God wants to bless you for other people as well. So in closing, church, God has a blessing with your name on it. And He's just waiting for you to prepare for the blessing. But when you fail to prepare for the blessing, you set yourself up to waste your blessing. Preparation is key. Preparation is key. Let's give God a hand of praise. Will you come through?